Yo, make some noise for Kosmik Movements representing Brooklyn, Bushwick, Bed-Stuy.
Hecklers TV, we back again. Episode number 2.
Yeah.
Kosmik Movements to the world. Introduce yourself, fellas.
Spark, Kosmik the MC. I don't know.
Easy does it.
Thunder, fire, firing at them non-stop. Brian, Yazid, the selector.
That selector.
You kill them, son.
We're going to represent Brooklyn tonight.
I'm off on the mic again. Kosmik sound of soldiers, in the army. Kosmik sound of soldiers, in the army. Yeah.
It's been 12 months basically that y'all started clashing.
Right.
Rumors, words on the street is y'all 2 years old. But I'm gonna ask you a question. Gregory Isaac, Sugar Minette, these artists passed away recently, but I'm hearing them on dub. Buju been locked up about 2 years now.
Right.
The timeline is not working out right now. I'm saying let us know what's going on with Kosmik Movements, because obviously y'all been cutting dubs longer than 2 years.
The first dub plate that was cut for Kosmik was November of '09. The first dub plate that was cut. The first dub plate that was cut was done in Ed Robinson's studio, if I'm correct. Ed Robinson's studio. The first artist that we ever cut was an artist by the name of Don Angelo. That was the first artist that ever cut a dub for Kosmik. And then Johnny Osborne. That was the session right there. So those 09 it was 09.
Okay, so 09 to 2010 actually. You've been cutting dub plates.
Yeah.
But you never clashed.
No.
Kosmik Movements was not playing dances in 09. I'm saying, so why was that?
Well, we had to build a sound. You know, this is before everybody came along. Whatever. I was personally cutting dubs from back then. But see, the thing with that is, once you get in, there's no getting out in a sense. So once you cut your first dub, you're gonna want your second and third. It becomes like an addiction. So Kosmik was pretty much the first year was just cutting dubs. Nobody knew anything about Kosmik. We was just, it was being spoke about behind the scenes with the artists, like who was this sound, you know. But for the most part, yeah, 09.
So you was actually cutting dub plates.
Yeah.
With no intentions of actually playing.
No, of course, one day I said to myself, you know, I'm going to enter the arena, but you know, I had no intentions. You know, my thing was this: I wanted to make sure we were covered in every aspect in terms of music-wise. Musically, I wanted to make sure we had everything covered before I even put the sound on the road in a sense. So, you know.
So you basically built up your dub box for a good 2 years before you actually started playing sound.
Yeah, I would say about a year and a half. But when I say a year and a half, I mean going hard for a year and a half until, you know, I'll be honest with you, after the first 6 months, I felt I was ready to clash. But, you know, as a fan first, I was always a fan. I always felt that, you know, once I get the opportunity to start my own sound, I was just going to just take it to the extreme with it. So after 6 months, I felt I was ready to clash, you know, in a sense. But we didn't start clashing for about a year and a half before, you know.
Plus wanted to be different.
Yeah.
Well, wanted to be different.
So within that year and a half, you're cutting dub plates. Obviously, you're not cutting what's on the road currently. You have to be cutting, I would think, foundation artists.
Yeah, that's one thing I take pride in which most of the world, you know, is not aware of, is the first year and a half, it was nothing but foundation being cut. Every artist that I can get my hand on, and you know what, I learned a lesson because it was one particular artist that passed away before I can get him. I'm not going to say who, but I said to myself, every foundation artist I want to try to get in the box, you know, before they drop out. So I was just really concentrating on building the box from the ground, you know, just building it from the ground up with foundation. I couldn't even tell you the first up-to-date dub that was cut. until it was time to clash, and then we had no choice but to cut Up to Date. But for the most part, we was just really concentrating on foundation.
When you decided to start clashing, I'm saying out the box, what was the first date you took?
The first date I took, actually, what happened was I used to live basically in Sir Tommy's studio over here in East New York, and what happened was I used to run into soundmen that was coming and cutting dubs, once if an artist was in town, and I bumped into Hustle Man. That was the first person that I bumped into in the studio. Big up Hustle Man. Anyway, you're there. I can't give enough bigger. It was a couple of cats in the studio that night, but he was the one that came up to me and said to me, yo, let me get your number, because I know some local clashes that's gonna be taking place and we looking for young sounds, So I gave him my number, and he called me a couple of months later. He called me and said if I was interested in clashing, and I look at it as, yeah, why not? I would like to. I didn't take it any serious, like it was like gonna be a big stage or anything. Just a little local event. So I said, yo, just give me a call. I'm ready, whatever. So he called me, and it happened to be Maccabees and Notch. Big up Spec, big up Notch. It was their No Peace Treaty tournament that was taking place in Brooklyn. And I took the date, and the rest was history.
All right, now that dance, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember all the sounds that was on the bill, but I know Killer Mari.
No. Actually, no. What happened was the first clash was a clash between
Bad Boy.
Ganja Fingers.
Ganja Fingers. Yeah, that was it. Ganja Fingers and Turners. Yeah, Turners. Yeah, that was the first clash that we took, and we won that clash, and that's what took us to the finals that everybody knows us for, was the No Peace Treaty finals. That's how we got there. So that was the first clash we actually took.
Now we're gonna get into the real spicy part of this interview.
All right.
But we're gonna start with the No Peace Treaty dance.
All right.
That was the first dance that actually seen spark Kosmik on the sound.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first dance where people started talking about that Shabba Kosmik link.
Right.
That was the first dance that y'all was really in a bigger league. I'm saying Lee Major, as a matter of fact, was hosting that day.
Right.
Big up Lee Major.
Yeah, big up Lee Major. Anyway,
brother,
bang.
I'm gonna tell you something about Lee Major too from that night. I'm gonna tell you something about Lee Major from that night too.
Now, y'all won that clash, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all went dub for dub with
Killer Mari. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Big up Goldie, because Goldie was in that clash.
Yes,
too.
big up Goldie. Anyway, yo, Goldie.
Yeah,
That's my dog.
Yo, Goldie originally from Bushwick.
Yeah.
He's from here.
Yeah.
I knew him before this class shit.
Yeah,
that's my bro.
Now, Spark, that was really the first time that people seen you. So, how was that experience for you?
That, I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous at first. At first, I was nervous in my boots. I'm gonna tell you, look. When I was known that I was playing that clash, we meet up at Easy Crib before the clash. And I could act like everything is all good. But when I got there, I was nervous. That was my first clash ever. Ever playing that, ever performing that. But I knew I was going to give it 100%, but I was nervous as hell. And it was a good clash. You understand? I even brought my mom to that clash. I was so nervous. Let me keep it 100. I brought my mother to that clash.
Okay, so in that dance, after that dance, people really started talking about Kosmik. There's a couple of things that happened in that dance that I want you to build on. Shabba really was recognized as an artist that was down with Kosmik in that dance.
Yeah.
There was something called a Shabba Marathon.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
I gave it that name.
Okay, so
I gave it that name, for real. For real. I gave it that name.
With that being said,
well, Shabba is one of the artists that personally I always respected, because he was one of the first ones that really brought dancehall to a forefront, in a sense. So I had the opportunity to meet with him, and I told him off the gate, I said, yo, I respect you as an artist, and I want you to represent Kosmik, you know? And from there was history.
He took that in.
Yeah, he took it to another level because
he took it in very well.
Yeah, definitely, because we had sessions with Shaba that we would be in here for hours, and he would just get in the booth and just say, "Yo, play the rhythm," and we'll just cut tunes after tunes after tunes. So he was really excited that it was a sound out there that was willing to go that extra mile and represent, you know, Shaba to the world in a sense. Because to be honest with you, the only other sound that really took Shaba that I can remember is downbeat. Downbeat, everywhere downbeat played, he played Shaba. I haven't really heard too many sounds out there go deep in the box. Like a lot of sounds, they could reach for their bounties, they could reach for their Shabas, whatever. So we needed somebody, an artist that was respected, that could represent us in a sense. And he was one of the first. Not saying he's the only artist that represent Kosmik, but he's one of the ones that took it to a point where, you know, we can play Shaba for 3 days straight in a sense. You know,
He also original DJ.
He also he did Blood, Sweat, and Tears here.
Yeah. Yeah, when Shaba comes
in this studio
right here,
he did Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that being said,
yeah,
you mentioned downbeat being a sound that plays Shaba a lot.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I noticed Tony Screw gave Kosmik Sound an endorsement real early.
Yeah, you know, Tony Screw, big up Tony Screw anywhere, you know, big up Sir Tommy's. Those two dudes, they were one of the ones in the beginning who kind of guided us in a direction where we are now. You know, I remember, you know, going to Tony Screw's house and I'm sitting there for hours and we just going over music, you know, and I'm a student, so I'm just sitting there, I'm listening, I'm learning. And, you know, same thing with Sir Tommy's. I basically spent the night in Sir Tommy's studio one night just with music, just sitting there listening to 45s, going over artists, and they kind of, in a way, inspired me. So when anywhere they go, if Kosmik is there, they big us up because, you know.
But wait, also sitting there listening to rhythms. Because downbeat to play a million rhythms for you.
Yeah, that goes with the whole just, you know, just breaking bread in a sense where he, you know, he's introducing us, he's teaching us in a sense. He's teaching us the music. So, you know, I can't say enough about downbeat and everybody who gave us a hand in guiding us throughout this path, I guess.
Alright, so the No Peace Treaty dance, as I recall, Lee Major hosted that dance.
Yeah.
Lee Major had a dance a couple of months later called Killer Cup. And obviously, he seen something with y'all winning that dance that he invited y'all to Killer Cup. So, from here, we want to discuss Killer Cup. That was a big dance. That was a dance that really, despite not winning that dance,
right?
Kosmik took off after that dance. How was that experience?
With Lee Major, hold on. With Lee Major, though, from No Peace Treaty, and I'm going to keep it real. That's why I call Lee Major my brother. You see, at the end of No Peace Treaty, when everybody left the dance, it was just me and my brother there. And Lee Major grabbed me to the side. And Major said, "Yo, Spark, listen, you going to be a star. I swear to you not." Anytime you see Lee Major, ask him. Lee Major say, "Yo, look, I don't know you from a hole in the wall, but you going to be a star. All you need to do is tone the screaming down a little bit. And if you can't speak patois in a certain word, say it in your regular language. Say it in your regular voice.
Yeah.
I swear to you not." And from then, Lee Major must have got in contact with him.
Lee Major called me up and said, "Yo, I'm having a clash. You know, do y'all want to be down? You know, I saw y'all at No Peace Treaty. And, you know, yo, y'all want in?" I'm like, "Yo," I didn't even ask who was in the clash. I'm like, "Yo, put us down. We in, done." And from there, that was it. You know, we just took that clash, and I said to myself, I said, if there's any clash to be in, it's this clash, because this clash is going to be spoke about basically around the world. You know, over social media, it's going to be spoke about. So this is the clash that, if anything, I want to make the biggest impression. You know, and don't take me wrong, I wanted to win that clash, even though we lost. I wanted to win that clash, but most important, I wanted to leave an impression. You know, I wanted to leave a stamp saying that, you know what, this sound, I don't know where this sound came from. This sound is serious, and from there, it is what it is. You know.
Okay, so now during the Killer Cup clash, there was a couple moments in that clash that a lot of people remember.
Okay.
One of them being the Barrington Levy segment that you played.
Yeah.
A string of dub plates with different artists featuring Barrington Levy. Where did that idea come up from?
Well, we all came together and just started shooting some ideas, you know. And at that time, I just started to become, you know, good with Barrington. You know, Barrington is one of the artists that, you know, I respect to the max, and you know, we developed a relationship. So I said to myself, I said, let me use this to my advantage, you know. So I started, you know, we started in a sense of throwing some ideas together, and I said, this has never been done. I'm looking for something that's never been done. It's never been done before, and we had the links. The links was right, so we just made it happen, you know.
Okay. And that Killer Cup dance, a lot of backlash also came back at Kosmik because customs.
Right.
People said y'all played a lot of customs. So
Well,
what makes Kosmik?
Well, let me answer that real quick, because I don't think it's so much of the fact that we played a lot of customs. It's the fact that the other sounds that we played against, they didn't prepare like we prepared for this clash. We prepared for this clash as if it was world clash. If we were standing on the center stage and the whole world was watching us. Honestly speaking, that's how I took Killer Cup. So I think if it was like, let's say, a Mighty Crown or a Bass Odyssey or a Black Cat or sounds of that status, the whole custom argument, it would have never came about. But because of the fact that we a new sound, nobody's heard of us, you know, and we come out of the gate playing customs, it seemed to be a problem with everybody. So, you know, some you know, you can't win everything. You can't win everybody, you know?
Okay, so Killer Cup was basically the dance that I would say Kosmik really bust from.
Right.
But y'all wasn't the winners.
Right.
But y'all got the hype from that dance.
Yeah, we didn't.
What happened in the end of that dance with Super Go?
We didn't win, but we won. You understand what I'm saying? We didn't win the trophy, but we won the dance.
Matter of fact, Brooklyn Massacre Tech 9 gave you a trophy.
Yeah, we didn't. Like I said, we didn't win the trophy, but we won the dance. We probably lost to a splice tune.
No, but I think more so before you even say that, I think with the Killer Cup, I think we won over the fans. We want to be, because it was.
What I'm saying, like, even if a Spice tune was played, if it was King Kong to the song, whatever it was, okay, we lost the trophy.
It worked.
It's fine.
It worked.
But majority of the crowd know that we won the dance at the end of the day because what we brought to the table.
We played the most.
Big up Super Gold.
Yeah, big up Montana. Yeah.
Big up Montana. They played good. I don't care if the tune was spliced or not. They won the trophy.
It worked.
They won the trophy. Yeah, they won it. You got to do whatever you got to do to win, whatever it is. But
all right, okay.
We just
with that being said,
we won the dance, but we just lost the trophy. In my eyes, we won the dance, but we lost the trophy.
So
you didn't catch that.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. A lot of people walked out of that dance saying they were most impressed by Kosmik.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I happen to have a good friend in the business. He's a big promoter in New York, Andrew Digital.
Big up Andrew.
Big up Digital.
Andrew
Digital was obviously impressed by Kosmik that night that he initially called you for Global Clash 2011.
Yeah. You know, I don't remember how we exchanged numbers, but he called me.
Wait, but that's because we won the dance, but didn't win the trophy.
Yeah, but what happened? Andrew, I don't remember how we got our number, but he said, "Yo, come down to the shop. I want to talk to you." In a sense, you know, I knew who he was, and, you know, I was surprised that he knew who I was. But he said, "Yo, come down to the shop." You know, his record shop downtown, and I went, and, you know, he just asked me straight up. He told me, "Yo, man, I was at your last clash. I was very impressed. Yo, you know," he was talking about the Barrington segment. And, you know, he said, "Yo, you know, you ready for Global Clash?" Yeah. And, you know, I told him straight up. I said, "Wow, you know, Global Clash, that's a big step, you know." And I turned it down. I said, "Nah, you know, I'm gonna pass on this one," you know. And I just felt that as a sound, I don't feel like we was ready for that level, you know. But due to certain circumstances, something happened where the opportunity came about again, and it presented itself. And it took some time to think about it, but I said to myself, I said, you know what? We have nothing to lose if we take this dance. You know, if we impress the crowd, we won the dance in a sense. You know, even though we didn't win that clash, we was able to get to tune for tune with at ease, and we said
hold on.
Yeah.
Let me cut you off. We not gonna fast forward to the actual.
Okay,
clash.
all right, no problem.
Andrew Digital invited you out to Global Clash,
Right.
2011. Addies, Supersonic, Barrier Free,
Cinemax.
You made it to tune for tune against Addies in that dance. You obviously left an impression again on the people. Now, what was that experience like actually making it past Supersonic to Addies in a dub for dub as a sound that started clashing in the same calendar year?
You see, but you see, the thing is, me personally, I don't look at it as being a new sound. You know, to everybody else, we're a new sound. But to me, it's like, even though, we got about maybe 3 good years underneath our belt, we've been following this thing basically all our lives. So it's not like this is new to us. So I don't feel like, it was any, how you say it, like, it wasn't a shock to us. I wasn't like in disbelief or anything, but it was just kind of like, yo, let's just do this and just, let's represent, let's represent for, for Kosmik. So that was it.
Before we get to the dance, Easy called me and said, yo, how you feel about playing in Global Cash against At Ease, Cinemax, Barrier Free, Supersonic? I told him, if it's a trophy, I want in. And when I want in, it's an all-out war. I don't care who it is. You understand what I'm saying? If it's a trophy, I want in.
Okay, so Spark, you was the MC. What's your influences? Like, what made you get into reggae actually as an MC? Because most times when you speak on a mic, you come across without an accent.
Yeah, as a
regular, Yankee,
as an urban dude.
Yeah, like myself. So yeah, let's talk about that. Give me the background.
As an urban dude. Let me tell you something. As an urban dude, I come across as an urban dude just because I was born and raised in Bushwick. But my mom's and my pops born and raised in Jamaica.
St. Mary, let them know, dog.
You understand what I'm saying? St. Mary. My mom's is from Montego Bay. My pops is from St. Mary. He lives in St. Mary as right now. My pops is original downbeat. Anytime you see Tony Screw, ask Tony Screw about Gaiban. Original downbeat. You understand? So, like, the Clash thing and the music thing is not new to me, but I was just born here. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I was just born here.
But it's in your blood already.
It's in my blood. It's running through the stream. Yeah. Mm-hmm. My family is downbeat. Big up Tony Screw any way he did. Anytime you will see Tony Screw, ask Tony Screw about Guy Bun, and he will tell you. But it's in my bloodstream, and this is where it's at. Like, that's what I do.
Foundation in the only place, Kosmik sound and run trains. Get up the king of kings in chains. Give Jah all your thanks and praise. That's my fortune and my fame. Never sell out just to attain. Loyally and I snipe into the yes, sir.
Well, listen, I got a surprise for y'all from now on. Same way. Wait. The same way. Listen. Yeah. The same way I had a surprise for you in every round that made us a tune for tune. Now, from this day on,
definitely,
I promise you, I have a surprise for every tune for tune that I am in.
Okay. True.
Bang.
Bang. Big up D Major.
Kosmik Movements Pt1 them Ross. Kosmik Movements Pt1 them Ross. Kosmik Movements Pt1 them Ross. Show them who are the Ross boss. Yo.